I got you stuck. Got you stuck off the real. The realness.
The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's just a snippet of what went down yesterday in the Oval Office. I'm talking about with Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Zelensky. And you know it's going to be the #1 topic in all the news cycle.
What we just witnessed between Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and President Zelensky inside the White House was an ambush. It was a planned ambush designed to embarrass President Zelensky in order to benefit Vladimir Putin. That was an embarrassment. That was an abomination. What you watched was American power being destroyed in the world as everybody watches President Trump become a lapdog for a brutal dictator in Moscow.
Well, let's talk about what's most important. That was disgraceful, disgusting, disrespectful, dangerous, and bad for not just Ukraine, but bad for American national security. It felt un-American. It felt traitorous. I've never seen a reaction from veterans of all backgrounds like I have in the last couple of hours to that disgusting, demoralizing display. So I don't even want to focus too much on what was worn. I want to focus on what was said and what happened. And that was a real low point for American leadership.
So when I watch that video, there is one aggressor. There is one side showing disrespect, and that is when J.D. Vance berates a president of a foreign country that is our ally. Zelensky has stood up to a dictator. They have lost hundreds of thousands of people. He did it with 3 simple words the first day of the invasion when he went down to the street corner, when everyone had counted him out and said 3 words, "We are here." And that has never changed. The mass graves in Bucha, the burned out apartment buildings that I saw with my own eyes in Irpin, the Ukrainians have been incredibly brave. And so for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance to look at him and say, "You never thanked us," that is just an all-out lie, and everyone knows that.
Yes, that was an ambush, and I agree with the senator there. They knew what they was doing. They're doing this for an audience of one, and that is Vladimir Putin. The Russian news cycle say, hey, look, we got Donald Trump and J.D. Vance right where we need them at, in our pockets. But, you know, you have people on the right, the Republican side, saying, hey, thank you, Donald Trump, for standing up. Thank you, Donald Trump, for doing what you're doing.
If you look at the totality of that meeting, 40 minutes of that meeting, dare I say it was a perfect meeting. And I'm being ironic in that a little bit. But it was positive, it was cordial, and it's on camera.
Somebody asked me, am I embarrassed about Trump? I have never been more proud of the president. I was very proud of J.D. Vance.
As you can see, some people on the right agree with Donald Trump in the way that he handled that meeting. But like I said earlier, Donald Trump knew what he was doing. This was for an audience of one, and that's Vladimir Putin. And you know what's crazy is when the young lady asked Donald Trump about what if Putin backtracks on the treaty, or better yet, backtrack on what he says he's going to do. What are you going to do about it? And this is what Donald Trump had to say.
Well, what if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff.
Yeah, Donald Trump said that, which had nothing to do with the question. It's crazy to me that people actually voted for this guy and still think that he's going to do a great job. But let me know down in the comments what you thought about the overall meeting between Putin, Zelensky, and J.D. Vance. The man on the street wants to know.